steps here. So it's recording now, and then I have to set up a document sharing. Oops. And let me see here. Yes. Right. So you should be able to see this document on the screen, and my picture is down below there as the speaker. So, so thank you very much for the invitation to Yvonne and the whole group. And here in Copenhagen, Denmark, we have a little group consisting of me, the owner of Ability One Group, and Heidrun Beer, who is a facilitator. And we have both worked with this, what we call deep clearing, for about over 10 years. And just to show you the geography, I'm here in Denmark. This is Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway. And it's in this box here. And down here we have South Africa and Pretoria, right?
Yeah, that's
so we are in the same time zone, but we are in different times of year. We are going into autumn just today, and I'm sure you're going into springtime and summertime.
Yeah.
Right. So he is Frank A. Gabody, and he wrote this important book, Beyond Psychology. And I will show you this just to see how we hook up with his teachings and so on. What I've shown here is a text that is from the back of the book, where he kind of looks into the future and see how can we possibly improve TIR and AMP. And so he suggests that we combine AMP with repetition and other patterns of viewing and reach stellar results even greater depth. So what we do in deep clearing is that we focus on matters of emotion and feelings and other things going on that actually the things that people come and complain about. They have fears and they have all this. They get angry too easy and all these kind of things. Well, we will cover this in greater depth. But what is a little different from Gabody's teachings is our definition of reactive charge or emotional charge. Gabody's definition is repressed and unfulfilled intention, something that is kind of being stopped, and I love that definition, you could say, but we have broadened it a little bit, so we say it's fine repressed energies that is residing around the body in the energy field. And this this can be kind of measured with a biomonitor, but these fine energies, they manifest themselves as emotions, feelings, impulses, body sensations, and thoughts. And below that, all these kind of quite obvious manifestations, there are some fine energies, fine mental energies that can be traced by most people. So we are not talking about something you cannot get up in session, but we would start with incidents and we would go to these manifestations, and finally sometimes we would go to these fine energies. So the emotional charge is the subjective content of consciousness, and the subconsciousness it is in contrast to the outer event. So we have the outer event the basic question is what happened. That's a police report, if you will. And then we have the inner event. How did the person react? What did it trigger in his mind, her mind, and all these things that happens inside. This goes very well in line with Gabota's basic teachings, where he says the method is. It's person-centered, meaning that it's important to look inside and see what happens, right? Right. So we talk about irrational reactive thoughts. When we're talking about charge, we're dealing with these unseen, repressed, subtle energies. We typically assign our reactions to something that is happening out there, something that is happening to us. But what we will find in exploring this is that it mainly is caused by the triggering of these subtle energies we are carrying with us. So we all know experiences where people react totally differently to the same situation. Somebody can see an accident and say, "Oh, so what? I'm a first aid professional, so this happens every day." And on the other hand, you can have maybe a little girl seeing blood for the first time, and somebody lying on the street, and she is totally in tears and terrified. So it's the same incident, it's the same outside event, but they react very differently. All right, so I'm just, I hope that Yvonne will send you this file here, because it's part of what I offer here, right? So accidents and injuries tend to make painful mental pictures. So this we all know. We know that what we're taking up in TIR, it's losses, it's accident, it's with these low emotions and so on. And for instance, an accident like this one, right? So there's also at least in thematic TIR, we run what is called the flows. We have the subjective flow, we have the outflow, and we have the cross flow, and we have the flow to self. We do a little different things because we have found, and it's not my discovery, but we use it. We have found that you can actually take the viewpoint of the opponent or the other person in a typical incident consisting of two people. And you can simply take the viewpoint of the opponent and ask, what do you perceive? And it's an amazing ability we have that actually we can record incidents from the other point of view. And that's part of what kind of stick it together and makes it less easy to resolve. When we use the word emotion a lot, but we could also use the word vibration and feeling. It's more like a vibration. For instance, holding a baby has its own tender feeling and frequency. So it's not what do you call that emotion? Yeah, it's holding a baby, right? And if you have forgotten what one wanted to say is another one. So of course you can find an appropriate word for it, but it doesn't kind of give the whole picture. So the same could be said, being on your best behavior. What's that? As an emotion. So it's of course much more detailed and nuanced than just the basic emotions of apathy, fear, anger, and so on, and joy.
Rolf, can I ask you something?
Yes,
Are,
go ahead.
are you comfortable with just about all the people having switched off their videos?
Yes,
Or does-
it's fine.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, because I'm all into this, explaining what I
Okay.
have to explain here. And so that's what my screen shows. It's mainly the text there. So don't worry about that. I just need to adjust a little bit here. There we go. Right. So the basic model we use is a very classical one. It's this one here. We've used as an illustration here from a Armenian French mystic and philosopher called Georg Gurdjieff. And he talks about the four aces: thought, emotion, action, and body. And to that we add the spirit or consciousness. So these are head, heart, and hand in some renditions. And let's see. So we have the spirit who kind of controls the whole picture here. If we take the thought level, we have a more normal, good logical thinking, but we also have false and limiting beliefs and make wrong computations. Usually, what we need to address is stupid or harmful ideas and thoughts that was never really reviewed properly. So these can come up anytime, and we don't go dig for them. We just take them up when they show up. So then we have emotions. The heart region, we have, of course, emotions and feelings of all kinds. It can even be an intuitive feeling, like I have a feeling it's going to rain. Then we have the body region. We have body sensations, all kinds of body signals, aches, pains, hungry, satiated, sexual stimulation, etc. The state of health with all its small signals, the list goes on. And we can also, body, especially we can get impulses to motion. We can get the habits and routines. And all these things can come up. And you may, of course, think of PSAPs. And that's exactly what it refers to in TIR. Let's go on. This one isn't really. Yes, repeat and tell. That's our basic technique that is different from TIR. So we can isolate a certain emotion that is dominant in a trauma, for instance, or pain or something. And these are energies also in the person's field. And they're here now, and that's why we need to take care of them. So I think there's a better explanation here. Yeah. So let's say we have this fear of a spider. This little girl is terrified about the spider. And so we are running this incident, we are, addressing this incident with the spider. So we have to embrace once, the girl has to embrace her own fears, and feel them in mind and body, and it will gradually release and that will gradually make them release and go away. So we have repeat and tell. Yeah, so to bring about the desired discharge, you have the person perceive and feel the manifestation, the deep element, as deeply as possible. The person accepts the phenomenon as an energy or disturbance in the body-mind system, in the person's energy field. This mindful perception is done repeatedly. That is the repeat part. The perception of the pure, subtle energy can discharge matters very quickly. So let's see, we can list for some emotions in the incident after we have run it several times. And then she says, oh, there's this horrible fear that I feel. So you simply ask the person to get that fear, just the fear and nothing, not the scene, but just the fear this time. And it's an energy you can contact, and you can, it's like a frozen element in the body-mind field. And first you contact it, this ice thing, and then you put attention on it, and you mindfully observe it, and it will kind of melt and it will flow away. And that's the end of the fear.
Does one do that several times, or where does the repetition come in?
Yeah, first we run the incident TIR wise, and then we find then we ask for the worst moment or an intense moment in the incident, right?
Yeah.
And so there's intense moment, and then we will ask for different things, including emotions. It's easy to illustrate it all with emotions. So the let's say the little girl, she has run the incident where she ran into this spider, and we run it a couple of times, and then we ask, were there any strong emotions? And she said, oh yes, there was fear, and there was a bit of terror, and other things. What do I know? But obviously there would be fear in it, right?
Do you do that in the middle of the TIR?
No, this will all come to, no, we don't do it in the middle of the TIR. We do it towards the end of the TIR. First, we run the incident, and that will take care of much of the charge, and then we can run the deep procedure and take care of the rest. So we have had good success with taking up incidents that were already run, and there's actually layers underneath that can still be run with good benefits. So we can take up grief, loss, anger, humiliation, revenge, heavy heart, attention around the throat, fear of the future, I'm no good, I'm unlovable, and so on. These are all examples, right? Right. And the tell part of this repeat and tell, that is when we ask, get the fear. Let's say the person has a fear of black cats, and we have run several incidents with black cats. And then we say, get that fear. And yes, thank you. And get that fear once more. And other incidents will pop up. And we just ask the person to tell whatever comes up. And that would assist the discharge. This may all sound a little kind of unusual, but believe me, it can be done very elegantly and in good agreement with the basic principles of TIR. Right. So let's go here. Yes. Here again, we have the basic model: thought, emotion, action, body instincts, and all the things that come out of this we call deep elements. So in the head thought region, we have decisions, beliefs, thoughts, judgments, ideas, considerations, conclusions, and dictates, to mention some good categories. In the heart, emotions, sensations, feelings. And the hand, the body part, we have effort, energy, physical experiences, actions, impulses, even body language, habits and routines, body memory. Body memory, it can be sitting in the body, or it can be emotions. And we have pains, body sensations, and kinesthetics. And we can also run perception, smell, taste, etc. So let me just, here we have 13. I just want to run fast forward here. Yeah, this one, this is from the TIR manual, right? What to do when TIR doesn't go as expected. It's page 121. And additional instructions to promote engagement, it's called. And here, it says, go to the start of the incident and tell me when you are there. This time you go through the incident, pay attention to, and then you pay attention to what you hear, what you see, position of your body, motion around the body, anything you smell, what you are doing, thinking, reacting to, or your intention, right? So this is obviously, we are obviously doing something similar, but more kind of directed towards what we call the deep elements. Right, so let me go back here. We had 13. Yes, so these are the theory that we're going through here. So I'll go through the actual deep incident clearing, which is our version of TIR, if you will. So we ask the student if he or she has a traumatic incident we should address. Significant incidents already taken up in TIR or other regression therapy sessions are prime targets. So we can even take up, especially for demonstration purposes, incident that has already been taken up and addressed, but the person has still some interest and attention on them. So the next one, the most charged incident, we had something we call group clearing, and there could come things up that we couldn't totally discharge in that settings. But another thing we have addressed with success is minor accidents from childhood. Here in Denmark, we are all eager bicyclists. So everyone has some incidents with bicycles that are very kind of appropriate, because nobody got killed and it's a long time ago and so on. So it's not that we go into a major situation.
You say the most charged incident from a group clearing session. What do you mean by a group clearing session?
Yeah, exactly. That was something we used in another workshop.
That you have the group of people together. Yeah,
we're addressing a group of people, and we gave them some instructions, and they had to write it down on paper. And then we addressed the emotions and feelings and so on. And each time they had to write it down on paper. So obviously we couldn't do it one-on-one. So therefore there could be examples of people having some incomplete runnings addressing of that.
So you don't talk to them, you just let them write these things down in a group.
Yeah, they write them down each by him or herself, of course. But we couldn't address anyone
Individually.
in that context.
Yeah.
But a better way to demonstrate it is to ask a volunteer to bring forward an incident or something that we can run and show the exact composition and the exact procedure.
Yeah.
Okay, the volunteer will be Jacqueline.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that?
The volunteer
Yeah.
will be Jacqueline.
Jacqueline, yeah.
When you require the volunteer to do the bicycle incident with, Jacqueline volunteered for that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jacqueline. So I'll just make a note of that. And so we take a bicycle incident or some other incident, and first we go through the TIR steps, asking, are you interested in addressing that? And then we go through when did it happen, where, and so on, the 7 basic steps. Tell me what happened. And we take it once more, go to the start of the incident and tell me when you are there, and go through the incident and tell me what happened. I'm quite happy with people telling what's going on as they go through it, but that's up to the viewer, of course. That's all known territory to you. So maybe you have many questions on the deep mode. But we say, go to the start of the incident and tell me when you are there. Then review the incident and look for an intense moment of distress, such as emotion, reaction, or charge. Then we go over to the deep steps, which is below. So we have this intense moment, right? At the distress moment, we have located, are there any feelings, emotions, or body sensations? So we make a list of whatever the person brings up. So now we have this list that maybe I was talking prematurely about before, but we take each of these things and do repeat and tell. So we say, get that feeling, thank you. Get that feeling, thank you. And the person will focus inward and introspect and get the feeling and the energy of it. And it will melt and it will flow and it will release that way. So this is one question. Then when this is all handled and done, then we look for impulses, efforts, and actions and do the same thing. And then finally we do thoughts, decisions, or dictates of that moment. Dictate is a word we use because it's a dictation from the subconscious, you could say. So the person just does it because the subconscious dictates it. So that's basically the deep procedure. And it may seem kind of tame, but amazing things can happen. Right. So This year is a special offer, free session. You can try it one-on-one with me. And this is reference the FISAPs also. No, this is not the FISAPs. That's special attention, I call it.
Mm.
You can have special attention to what you hear, what you see, body position, and so on. So I think the whole thing will kind of be much easier to talk about and understand when we have done this session with Jacqueline, and I look forward to doing that. So what do you think, Yvonne? Can we go on with the program here?
Ask everybody whether they want a 5-minute break or whether they want to carry on.
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break. That's
Okay, then we can just make a quick cup of coffee or something.
yeah. So what do you suggest break-wise?
Come again?
When should we be back?
1:45, 10 to, 10 to 7.
10 to 7, okay.
Is that okay with everybody?
That's all okay with my side, thank you.
Okay, let's just quickly make something to eat.
Everybody to come back. Hello, Jacqueline,
Hi, Rolf.
right? Are you fine with the situation here?
Yes, but I wasn't sure what it's going to be about. I do not have a traumatic incident with a bicycle, though.
Right. So let me, if you have some incident that you have already run, but already addressed, but you are still kind of interested in it, we can take something like that up. I'm sure you have had things addressed in TIR. What do you think about that? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So what we have taken up in the past, of course, if you don't have any experience much with bicycles, that's not a good idea. It's such a good idea in Denmark because everybody has that kind of incidents, right? But we can take up incidents that you have already addressed with TIR, but you still have some questions about it or some interest in it. You think about it from time to time, that kind of things. Or we can take up some other, typically a childhood incident where, so we don't get into something too deep. So some minor traumatic incident you had as a child, perhaps?
My mind running now.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
So if you think of incidents you have already addressed in TIR, are there any that stands out as still attracting attention and so
Yeah,
on?
the ones I've dealt with is actually a bit too personal to share on a group situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else has maybe something.
Yeah, so we of course want to avoid that, and that's why the bicycle, a kind of childhood incident, is a good thing.
Yeah. Does anybody else on the live have a bicycle incident that they can address?
Well, let's stick to find something we can take up. So if you think of your childhood, were there any incidents that some small accidents, playground, that kind of things?
Something has come to mind now.
Yeah. Can you give it a headline just to let me know?
Well, it's basically a prank my brother and my sister played on me, and it
Yeah.
actually caused me nightmares for well into my adulthood.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah. Let's do that one.
Okay.
So we just need Yvonne to give the okay here. We need to get everybody back here. So just to keep
Hello,
talking
Rolf.
here.
At this stage, we do not have an idea what is wrong with Yvonne's microphone. She said we can continue and she will come in again at the end.
Okay.
Okay.
She can watch it, but she cannot get the microphone working. Is that it?
That is correct, yes. There's something very weird going on with the microphone on her computer side. And I can't fix it from the side, unfortunately.
No, of course not.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Right. So okay, Jacqueline. So we are on the stage here. I'll ask everybody else to turn off their microphones, as it might interfere with the recording. But they can keep the video on, and that's that. All right. So are you ready to get going, Jacqueline?
I'm ready.
All right. So are you sitting comfortably?
I am.
Good. And you're okay with the situation, doing it on camera and so on?
I am.
Great. And you're not tired or hungry?
No.
Great. And the phone is turned off?
Yes.
Very good. So is there any reason not to start the session?
No, there's no reason.
All right. So this is the session. And how are you doing?
Doing okay, thank you.
Okay. Right. So let's get started on the actual incident. So tell me, what kind of incident did you bring up?
I'm bringing up an experience when I was a very small little girl, and I sometimes hopped into bed with my sister because I was a very scared little girl of the dark and so forth. And there's one particular incident where I did jump into bed with her and was going to sleep with her that night. We didn't have headboards. We had a steel frame bed. So there was
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
hole in the back of the bed.
Right.
And
So, okay, just a moment here. We don't have to do the whole incident as a retelling. So you had this incident where you got very scared. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Right. So when did it happen?
It happened when I was about 5 years old.
Okay. So where were you at the time?
In my bedroom.
Okay. So go to the start of the incident and tell me when you are there.
Yes.
Good. And what are you aware of?
I'm aware of my sister next to me. I'm aware of the blankets and the pillow.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So go through the incident to the end.
Okay.
Very good. Tell me what happened.
I was about 5 years old, and I often hopped into bed with my sister because I was very scared when I was little of the dark. And our single beds did not have a headboard, but it had a steel frame, so there was nothing solid behind our heads. So I hopped into bed with her, and we were lying there, and the next minute somebody tugged on my hair. I had very, very long hair. And I told my sister to stop, and she said to me, "It's not her." And I said to her, "It is you, stop." And she pulled out both her hands from the blanket and she showed me it's not her. And then I still felt the tugging on my hair. And that made me extremely terrified because I did not know what was happening. And I started crying profusely. Yeah. And then my brother creeped up from under the bed and they actually pranked me.
All right. Thank you. So go to the start of the incident and tell me when you are there.
I'm there.
Very good. Go through the incident to the end.
Okay.
Very good. Tell me what happened.
I was about 5 years old, and I got into bed with my sister for the night. And as we were lying there before we went to bed, I could feel this tugging on my hair. And I told her to stop it. And she said to me, "It's not her." So I said to her, "But it is you. It's just us here." And then she took her hands out of the blanket and she showed me, "This is my hands, this is my hands." And then the tugging was still going on in my hair. And I actually started crying profusely. I was terrified because I did not understand who else and what is under the bed. And so they just started laughing, and my brother got out from under the bed, and they thought it was this big joke. And actually, for many, many years, I would tuck my hair in, I would lay lower down on the bed for many, many years.
All right. So now we're going into the deep mode. So I'll say a few remarks that doesn't belong in a normal session, but just to demonstrate what's going on and explain a little bit. So I ask you to go to the start of the incident and tell me when you're there.
I'm there.
Good. Review the incident and look for an intense moment of distress, of emotion, reaction, or charge.
I've got it.
Okay. And can you give it a headline?
It was just terror.
Sarah, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a dominant emotion there.
Yeah.
Right. So see if you can contact this terror and kind of feel it in your body in this moment.
Yes.
Great. So that's what we are going to do, repeat and tell on. So I'll ask you to get that terror and tell whatever comes to mind, if anything. And it can be other incidents, it can be ideas, thoughts, pictures, whatever. You see, get that terror. Good. And get that terror.
I've got it.
Very good. And again, get that terror, feel it in the body.
Yeah.
Very good. And again, get that terror.
Yeah.
Right. And again, get that terror.
Yeah.
right? Is it sitting somewhere in the body? Some particular,
Yes. Yeah.
where?
It's sitting in my chest.
In your chest, okay. So just put the hand on the place there and just get that terror,
Yeah.
all right? And again, get that terror,
Yeah.
okay? Get that terror,
Yeah.
right? And again, get that terror,
Yeah.
okay? Get that terror,
Yeah.
right? Are there any thoughts or pictures coming up?
I just see monsters under the bed.
Monsters under the bed, right? All right. So any particular monster, kind of hairy monsters or what?
Mm, it's not hairy. It's a animated.
Animated,
Yeah, it's like an animated thing.
right? All right. And again, get that terror,
Yeah.
okay? Get that terror,
Yeah.
okay? Get that terror,
Yeah.
okay? Get that terror,
Yeah.
very good. And once more, get that terror,
Yeah.
all right? Is it getting stronger or weaker?
The last one I can feel a bit weaker.
A bit weaker, okay. So when you look at the, our theory is that it's some kind of energy sitting in your chest that we are addressing. So does it have a form, a size, something?
It's got a heat.
A heat, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else characteristic, kind of physically? Color?
It's got perspiration.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's it.
Okay, very good. So we'll do some more repeating. So again, get that terror.
Yeah.
Good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Get the terror.
Yeah.
Very good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. And how are you doing?
Okay.
Anything happening?
I just feel it's like anxiety that's added onto it as well.
Anxiety, yeah. Right. So we'll include that on the list here. So we're not finished with terror, but we'll take up whatever comes up here
Okay.
as well. So get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Good. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Right. Can you feel that in the body as well?
Yeah. It's the same place.
Same place. All right. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. And now get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Right. Are there any thoughts connected to this terror or anxiety? Like you said, there was a monster under the bed. Any thoughts like that?
No, it's still the same.
Yeah. But is there any simple thought, wow, it's a monster or something? It must be a monster or, you know.
Yeah, I thought there's something under the bed.
Yeah. You're convinced it's something under the bed and you're convinced it's a monster of sorts. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So get the terror.
Yeah.
Good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. And now get the anxiety.
Yes.
Okay. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Right. So let's see here. If we look at the terror, how strong would you say it is on a scale from 0 to 10?
The terror.
The terror, yes.
At this stage, I would say about 6.
About 6, okay. And the anxiety?
It's
How
about,
strong?
yeah, it's about 8.
It's about 8, okay. Right. So have you experienced some change in intensity of them?
Of the terror, yeah.
Right. I didn't ask you at the beginning because we kind of jumped into it, but how strong was it at the beginning?
It was fairly high.
Yeah, all right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good enough. But so we'll just work them a little bit more.
Okay.
So when you get the terror, is there anything else coming up?
Mm. It's just that fear of not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. Fear of the unknown.
Mm.
Okay. And when we talk anxiety, what is there anything else coming up?
I can just feel the shaking in my chest.
The shaking in chest, yeah. Right. So we put all these things on just to kind of address it from different angles. So get this fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Good. And get this shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we'll just take them down the list, and if one of them disappears, we just take it off the list. As simple as that. So get the, right. So yeah. All right. So get the terror.
Mm.
Good. And we take that 3 times. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Good. And get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Good. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. The anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. And now get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
All right. the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Good. Get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
All right, how are you doing?
Okay.
Good. So get the terror.
Yeah.
Very good. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Good. And get the terror.
Yeah.
Right. How strong would you say it is?
Terror seems to fade away.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone down.
Yes. So can you give it a number between
I would
0
say about a 4.
and 4? Yeah. All right. And get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Good. And once more, the anxiety.
Yeah.
Right. The anxiety in the chest.
Yeah.
Right. And how strong would you say that is now?
Anxiety has also come down. I would say about 5 or 6.
Okay. All right. And then we have the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Good. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Good. And the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Right. We did not get a prior figure, but how is it now?
The fear of the unknown, I would say, is about 5.
It's about a 5. Okay. And then we had the shaking in chest, right?
Mm.
So get the shaking in chest.
Yeah.
Good. The shaking in chest.
Yeah.
Okay. The shaking in chest.
Yeah.
All right. And what figure would it give that?
That has also gone down. I would also say a 4.
About 4?
Mm.
Okay. Right. So we take them 3 times each and go down the list. So we had the terror. Get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. And any characteristics? Is it kind of still agitating you? Or?
No.
All right. So get the terror.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the terror.
Yeah.
All right. And we go on to the next. Get the anxiety.
Yes.
Good. The anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
All right. Get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
All right. So we go back to the terror. So how strong would, let's take it and then assess it. So get the terror.
Terrors. Yeah.
Good. What were you saying?
No, I said the terror is faded quite a lot.
Yeah. Right. So what would you say? Is it 2, 3?
Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, we call it 2.5.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll leave that and concentrate on the other. Get the anxiety,
Yeah.
okay? And get the anxiety,
Yeah.
okay? Get the anxiety,
Yeah.
all right? And how strong would you assess that to be?
I reckon the anxiety is still the same. I think I said 5 the last time, or 6.
Yeah,
But the anxiety still feels prominent.
yeah, it's still prominent, okay? So we'll do some more work on that. We'll get around to it next time round. So get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Good. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
All right. And how strong would you say that is?
That is also, the charge is also reduced a lot there.
Yeah. So it's 2, 3,
Yeah, 3.
3. Okay. And get the shaking of the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the shaking of the chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the shaking of the chest.
Yeah.
All right. And how strong would you say that is?
That
Does
is
it feel
also, yeah, that's also, the charge is also gone for that.
Yeah. So what number would you give it?
I'll also give that a 3.
A 3, yeah. All right. So we leave the terror out since it's gone down to below. I would say when it's below 3, it's not that interesting to work on because after all, I'm asking you to get it, and so that's a contradiction to a 0, for instance. But anyway, let's move on here. So get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Good. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Good. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. And how strong would you say that is?
Anxiety would still be about a 5.
Still about a 5. Okay.
Mm.
Then we have the fear of the unknown. Can you get the fear of the unknown? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
Right. Is it still present? Oh,
No, that's also gone down.
to below 3,
I would also say 3. Yeah.
around 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the shaking in chest.
Yeah.
Good. And get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
Good. And get the shaking in the chest.
Yeah.
All right. And how strong would you say that is?
That is gone.
That's gone. Okay. So we have 2 left here. We'll do some more work on. We have the anxiety.
Mm.
Right. So just put your hand on the spot of the anxiety somewhere in the chest there. All right. And get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Very good. Get the anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. get the anxiety.
Yeah,
All right. Is that reducing? Or
it does feel better.
yeah.
Yeah, does feel better.
How strong would you say it is? A 4?
Yeah,
Okay. And then we have the fear of the unknown.
yeah, that has gone down completely.
That's gone down completely. All right.
Yeah.
So let's do some work on the anxiety. It's the last survivor here. So see if you can get the anxiety,
Yeah,
right? And let me ask, is that type of anxiety, is that something you know from other parts of your life,
yeah.
right? Can you give me a hint?
I've always been anxious as a child, fear of being seen yeah. I was always wanting to be invisible.
No, right. All right. Okay. So get this fear of being seen, anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. Did it kind of flow or what happened?
No.
All right. So get this anxiety, the fear of being seen.
Yeah.
Good. Get the anxiety, the fear of being seen.
Yeah.
All right. Get the anxiety, the fear of being seen.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts coming up on anxiety as a child?
Not yet.
Any other thoughts coming up?
No, all I see is I see myself alone.
Yeah.
Always alone. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. And that's connected to the anxiety.
Only when I was seen.
I didn't quite get that.
The anxiety and the fear of being seen is only, yeah, it's when I'm alone, I'm fine. But when I'm in a crowd, I'm not fine.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So it's connected with when you feel you're being seen in a crowd and so on by
Yeah.
a strange crowd, strangers and so on. Okay, very good. All right. So I think we'll leave it at that for now. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Right. So time-wise and so on, we could go. Yeah, there's one thing here we can do. So the other people involved, that was your sister and your brother. So let's try that. We're kind of shortcutting it a little bit, but I think what we have contacted has gone to a good point. So see if you can kind of, when you look into the incident, can you get a sense of your sister's state of mind?
Her state of mind is she always had to be the responsible one.
Yeah. And there was this reaction, she was showing her hand that she wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So can you get a sense of that? It may not be necessary to run, but can you just get a sense of it?
What must I do?
Yeah, so you say she's always had to be responsible. But what state of mind in the incident where you are lying in the same bed and so on?
I think, yeah, she was probably just trying to have fun, not being responsible.
Yeah, all right. So we'll leave it at that. Then your brother, he seems to be the villain
Yeah,
in the game here.
yeah.
So can you get a sense of his state of mind? State of mind
Yeah, I think it was just to be funny.
to be
Because
funny?
because I was the youngest, and yeah, I was an easy target.
Easy target, yeah. So, right. But get his sense of being funny. Can you
Yeah.
get a feeling of that?
Yeah,
All right. But get this sense of being funny,
yeah,
okay? And get the sense of being funny,
yeah,
good. And get your brother's sense of being funny,
yeah.
okay? And how is that? Is it real to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how strong would you say it is?
How?
Yeah, how strong would you say it is on 0 to 10?
The funniness of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say it's pretty much a 6.
a 6. Oh, great.
I can see that how they had fun with it. With me.
Okay. Right. All right. So take your brother's viewpoint and get his sense of being funny.
Yeah,
Good. Get his sense of being funny.
yeah,
Okay. Get his sense of being funny.
yeah,
All right. Get his sense of being funny.
yeah,
All right. Get his sense of being funny.
yeah,
Right. And once more, his sense of being funny.
yeah,
Okay. Get his sense of being funny.
yeah,
All right. And get his sense of being funny.
yeah.
Right. How are you doing?
Okay.
Good. And how strong is his sense of being funny?
Yeah, it is funny.
Okay. Right. You can kind of laugh at it now.
Yeah,
Okay. Very good. All right. So we'll leave it at that. Right. So I think we should end the session here. I mean, there's more things we could do, but this is a demo session. So is there anything you want to say or ask here? How
what
did
I
you?
can say is you can definitely feel the charge of the emotions one by one subsiding, and the one is dominant and the other one subsides. So you can actually feel that as you go through the process.
Very good. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So if nothing more, I'll end the session here.
That's
End
fine.
the session. Very good. So thank you very much, Jacqueline.
Okay.
Is Yvonne there? You can all open your microphones, if you will. Yvonne? Is the microphone still kind of in trouble, so to speak?
Yvonne, jy is op mute.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Yvonne. Can you hear us? Good. And your microphone is on mute. You have to click something. Right.
Mm.
All right. So, anyways, I would open the forum here for discussion, for questions and so on, questions and answer period. And there's several microphones on mute right now, including Yvonne's. Right. So any questions? Yeah.
Hi, Rolf. Sorry. I don't know if you can see my hand up.
What's
It's
that?
Louise.
Is
It's
that
Louise.
Louise? Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a question. I'm still not very clear on how do you integrate this with the TIR, the classic, TIR, and how do you know when to bring it in?
Yeah. So we of course find the incidents like in TIR, and then we run them through several times. You can run them as long as they show significant change. You can run them several times. But at some point, it kind of goes dull and so on. And then I go into this deep mode where I really get the emotions and feelings, the energies that are sitting in the body here, get them out of the incident.
Okay. Okay.
So it's similar to that, where as this remedy in TIR when the viewer loses interest in running, it gets dull. Then you can ask specific observations and so on to get more details. But I look at it a little differently. I say that it's not all the details we want here. We want the subjective side, the inside reaction to what happened, rather than all the observations and so on. So that's a difference from TIR, you could say. But it falls well in line with what Dr. Cabot explains in his book, but there wasn't any technique to show it.
Okay, and then so then you run the deep, and then those endpoints are the final endpoints. You don't go back to the original incident. You just the endpoints and stuff, the lifting of that. That's the end.
Yeah, of course, you can go earlier, similar, and often when we do these repeat and tell, you keep asking, you keep getting like the original one was terror. So when the viewer goes into that, there may pop up an earlier incident that is more interesting and more basic, and then we can shift to that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Rolf,
Yeah.
may I ask you to try from your side to unmute Yvonne?
Yes, I'll see if I can do so. Let's see. Yvonne.
Still. I don't know what's wrong with the phone. Up with the.
Well, I cannot do that. It has to be done locally on Yvonne's computer. I'm afraid. I mean, on my computer, there are some buttons in the software itself,
Okay.
and then there are some buttons on my keyboard as well, where I can mute the microphone.
Okay.
So it's one or the other is my best guess.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. So any other questions? Do you have any more comments, Jacqueline?
I don't have any extra comments, but I agree with Louise. You do start with the TIR, and what I understand from you, Rolf, is when you say that the TIR has flattened out, then you start digging into those kind of emotions. And when there is any emotions or actions or so forth, then you run with it that way.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
And of course, I'm just showing running of one incident, and I could even ask in for more things, body reactions and so on. But of course, we have to do it within a time frame here, and you seem to be okay with what we did, so that's fine.
Okay.
But I can tell some stories that I mean, here recently, just within the last week, I had a guy from San Francisco, somewhere in the Bay Area. And anyways, he brought up this item with, he was afraid of brain cancer. And that was because his dad had brain cancer. He died from brain cancer, right? So of course, my viewer there, he was afraid he would inherit it or get it through his DNA and all that. But anyways, we addressed it as a fear, simply, you know. And then I say, get that fear a few times. And then just as a routine, which I do from time to time, is it sitting somewhere in particular? And he points here at the back of the head. So it was sitting there as an impinge there. And it kind of was telling you, I'm giving you a brain cancer or whatever. The fact is that brain cancer, like cancer, isn't that, it's not really into the genes and so on. It's other reasons for it. And people copy each other, you know. So if your dad died from brain cancer, you build up this fear and it kind of starts to impinge on you. So, but we could take it apart that way. And yes, I have many strange experiences with doing this. And also, when we do all these precepts, if you will, feelings, emotions, sensations, attitudes, and pains, right? That's the lineup from TIR. We can actually handle a whole bunch of those in one session. And it may not be that entertaining to look at because it's a lot of repetition and so on. But it can make a difference real fast compared to other techniques.
Rolf, I have Yvonne on the phone. She wants to ask you a question.
Yeah. There's also the chat.
Okay, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Can you hear? Oh. No. Okay, Yvonne, kan jy in die chatbox skryf?
Wat is die chatbox?
Daar's daai klomp kolletjies daar. En net links van die kolletjies is a chat with everyone. Sien jy dit?
So you're talking to Yvonne, Bet?
Ek gaan die foon oorsit. Ek gaan na video toe en dan gaan ek vir jou wys. Sien jy die skerm?
Ja.
Okay, sien jy daar waar ek wys?
Nee, ek sien nie.
Hierso.
So what are you saying, Betty?
Sien jy dit?
Daar sê ek.
Okay. Okay, gaan jy hom tik?
Ja.
Okay, Rolf, you will put it in the chat box.
Yeah, I'm listening. So, Betty, what are you saying?
She's just typing the message in the box.
Yeah,
And she will chat now, so we will see it just now.
I have it open, so I'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's something. All right. Yeah, here's one question. I have it from Martinus van Staden. But he asked if you have to go to the root incident before you do this technique. And that's, of course, a very interesting question. But in the first point, I consider these emotions, they're sitting as subtle energies on the body. So they're here and now, that's why they bother the person. So we handle those by this simple technique, repeat and tell. And then we can go earlier, similar when needed. But much of these things that people suffer from has, of course, a physical presence in their personal space. But it's these subtle energies that are very hard to notice unless you ask for them. But when you ask for them, they just jump into your face and you can handle them. So when I ask Jacqueline where it's sitting, she knows exactly where it's sitting in the body. It's sitting in the chest, most of it. And when that's gone, yes, maybe there is an earlier similar, maybe there isn't. But my experience is that we can handle many complaints just by running one incident thoroughly. So that's my answer to that question. Let's see. But I still, yeah, Bet, you you say something in Afrikaans here. Hey, ni, dekri,
Oh
ni.
no, he asked me if he can have the notes, and I tell him that I did send it this afternoon, but I did send it again to him, so don't worry about that. That's
Okay.
sorted out. That's sorted out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I have the notes. I want to send there were some corrections since I sent one copy to Yvonne, but I had some later corrections. So I'm sending it to Yvonne, and then she will send it to you. And that's the easiest way to do it. I don't have the emails and all that. So, but she has. So that's the way to go. Then I can say I also offer a free session if anyone is interested. So we do a short interview to find some issue of interest, and then we do a demo session with the viewer. And I offer this as a promotional thing, and you can take it for what it's worth, or you can, you know, of course, my hidden thought is to get some clients that way, but I do have a good supply of clients, you could say. So, but you know, you have to keep promoting whatever way you can. And I don't have a big budget, so that's a good way to do it. And any other questions to the procedure? Right. But I can say I have addressed many.
You have to type.
What's that?
If one want to ask something, but the mic is still off, I just says you have to type.
Yeah, but can you call her on the phone and get the question perhaps?
Okay.
Or she can call you.
Antwoord jou foon. Antwoord jou foon. Daar's hy.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Rolf?
Yes, I can.
I really apologize. I don't know what went wrong with I've done so many Zoom sessions and it's never happened before. And I'm sorry for being disrupted, but I really enjoyed what I heard of your talk. And
Okay.
I will be in touch with you.
Okay, thank you. Right.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. Is there a question or is it?
Oh, she just apologized that she is disturbing and that the sound is not working, but she will keep in touch with you.
All right. Yes.
Hello?
Who's speaking? Right. So yeah. So the thing is, I want to send this the slide. So it's actually a PDF with that I used here in the presentation. And if you're interested, you can. There's much more you can read, and there's the actual procedure if you want to try it out for yourself. And I don't know if there's any more questions. I'll be happy to answer it. I've had many, types of clients and viewers and so on that came with all kinds of problems, and it kind of is simple to address problems because maybe you don't have enough data to do a long case planning, but you can just get started and you can do one incident, and then all these different emotions and feelings and the rest of it, sensations and so on, precepts and so on, turn up, and you just deal with them one by one. And in that way, you can kind of open the whole case that way, and it will reveal other things that you can take up and address in later sessions and so on. I've used the same technique with unblocking, where you go into a subject and ask on black cats, has anything been suppressed? And on black cats, has anything been suppressed? And so on. And then the person expresses these fears about black cats and other things, and you run them with deep. And in the process, you get a lot of information that you can make a whole case planning on. So you really don't need to know that much about the person to get started, and you can just do it session by session. So Louise, you've put up your hand or something?
Yeah, sorry, me again. I just see in the process here, so you run through, you run through the feelings, emotions, and body sensations. And you go on with that until there's nothing more that comes up. And then you move on to the impulses and effort and actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll send you the updated procedure via Yvonne, and hopefully she'll get around to forward them to you, so you can sit in your office or whatever and read it through in peace and quiet, if you will.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
If you send things to Yvonne, I will make sure that the people get it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Okay.
Right. So are you working with Yvonne?
That's correct, yes.
Yes, I see you take responsibility here. So you are kind of in on the action, so to speak.
Yeah. So I will make sure that everyone receive it. I did send this the one of this afternoon through, and if you send us the updated one, I will make sure that they receive it with the recording as soon as possible.
Yeah. So I'll be sending it here tonight. So to Yvonne's email.
Okay.
Or I can send it to your email if you put it into the chat box.
Okay, I will do that as well.
Yeah, so I'll send it to both of you, and in that case, it's delivered fully.
Yeah, we can make sure that we receive it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so I get it here 7/12 and so on. Let me see here. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's your name and then 712 at Gmail, right?
Gmail.com, that's correct, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you very
Right.
much.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, but Bets, if you're the Sprechmaster here, is there anything else we should do before ending?
No, I don't know if there's any questions from anyone else. If there's no questions, I think we can just say thank you very much, and we will be in touch with you.
Very good. So it was a great pleasure to work with you, Jacqueline, and it was a great pleasure to meet you all. And I've always been fond of South African Afrikaans people. They have a great sense of humor that I just love. So I hope to see you again, and
Yes.
that's what I have to say.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
and be
Yeah.
safe.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye. Come on.